A delicious frozen coffee beverage.
Hey y'all, I'm back with another Will It Freeze video. I'm going to be using Starbucks cold brew coffee concentrate. This is a sweetened black coffee that comes from Starbucks that I bought in the bottle. This is going to be so easy. And what this is going to make today is a Starbucks cold brew frozen coffee treat. So let's dive in. But first, if you're new to my channel, hi everyone, I'm Veronica, former professional chef turned homemaker, and I love sharing all kinds of small kitchen appliance tutorials. I've been pumping out so many recipe videos using my Instant Pot ice cream maker. This is called the InstantChill. This is such an awesome ice cream maker. This is different than a lot of the other ice cream makers available on the market because this has a built-in compressor, and basically what that means is it generates cold and it pushes all of the mixture inside of it around against the cold, and there's absolutely no pre-freezing, pre-chilling. It takes about 20 to 24 minutes depending on the cycle that you choose. This has been such a game changer for my family because I can literally prepare desserts after we've already finished eating dinner, and everyone is loving these. And I share links in the description below for where you can purchase your own Instant Pot, Instant Chill, as well as the Starbucks cold brew coffee concentrate so you can make this at home. Now, to make this homemade Starbucks cold brew frozen coffee dessert, we're just going to use a few simple ingredients. We're going to use 1 cup of the cold brew concentrate. This is the sweetened one, so it already has sugar added. Then I'm going to use 1 cup of full fat coconut milk that I had left over. I made a pineapple Dole Whip recipe using the Instant Chill the other day, so you can check out that video, but I still have some left over, so let's use that. If you don't want to use coconut milk, you can also use heavy cream, or you can even use just like any type of milk that you prefer, but this has fat in it, and fat is what is really important for making a nice creamy frozen dessert. So if you want less icy, I definitely recommend using something that is full fat like coconut milk or heavy cream. Now you could technically just use these 2 ingredients, but I'm also going to go ahead and add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then I'm also going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of sugar just so that this is less icy. The sugar really helps make ice cream nice and smooth consistency, so it helps it not get too like crystally icy. So I'm going to do that today, but if you don't want so much sugar, you don't even have to put the extra sugar in. Okay, so today I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, but as I'm doing this, I'm realizing actually this vanilla has bourbon in it, which means it has a little alcohol, and alcohol freezes at a different temperature. So I'm hoping that doesn't disrupt the freezing, but I'm hoping that since I just put 1 teaspoon in, it won't make really of a difference. But I would definitely recommend not using bourbon-based vanilla. I would use one that is non-alcohol. Now I'm going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons sugar. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add my Starbucks cold brew coffee concentrate. So just be aware, this is a concentrate, which means normally you would dilute this with half water, half coffee. So if you are going to go ahead and make this, make sure you're using the cold brew concentrate. This is ideal for making the frozen coffee because I can get it really coffee flavored without adding too much water. And for ice cream or frozen treats, you really want high fat, low water content. Okay, I just gave it a good shake to make sure that the coffee and the sugar and everything all mixes really well together in my ball glass jar. These are the leak-proof lids. These are so great. If you're looking for a good lid for a ball jar, definitely check those out, and I'll share a link in the description below to those. Okay, so to be honest, this is the first time I'm making this, so I'm not sure exactly which setting to use. I'm a little torn because for ice cream, you would be using full fat with basically no water, and the cold brew concentrate obviously has water in it and no fat, but since we're doing half fat like milk, I'm kind of torn between using either that button, which makes ice cream, or the sorbet button, but also I'm doing a dairy-free one, so I could use the dairy-free option. So I think today, let's go ahead and use the dairy-free option, okay? But you can also play around with this. And let me know in the comments below if you do make this and which setting you ended up using and which ingredients. So it's spinning, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this in. And then it's gonna take 24 minutes, supposedly. I do check it in the very end because when I'm experimenting with recipes, they all freeze a little differently depending on the amount of fat and the amount of sugar that you use. So you definitely want to keep an eye on it. If you over freeze it, it's not like a big deal, but it does get kind of stuck to the bottom for a little bit. So you just let it thaw and then scrape it off. All right, and then check out my playlist of InstantChill recipes because I am really experimenting with this machine. I'm having so much fun just pouring different drinks in it. And these are some of the other drinks I'm planning to make soon. I already have some videos published, like the pineapple Dole Whip copycat recipe, and what else? I've already done a few, I don't even remember. But I still have this organic margarita mix from Trader Joe's. I have this organic tea and lemonade, so I want to make like a frozen Arnold Palmer. I also want to make like a frozen mango nectar kind of sorbet drink. And then I also have this organic guava nectar. And I also am going to pour a bottle of Coca-Cola in here just to see what happens when you freeze Coca-Cola. So be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're into this kind of content. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes. Here's what it's starting to look like. It's starting to thicken up a little bit. Okay, 9 minutes to go. We're starting to see it freeze to the sides a little bit. That's a good sign. Now, one thing I did learn in my last video when I shared the pineapple Dole Whip copycat recipe where I used that coconut milk is you really want to make sure that you combine the cream and the coconut like water together, maybe even using a blender to make sure that it's completely smooth so you don't have any chunks. And I did a pretty good job. This one was see those, there's only a couple small little chunks and that's going to be fine, but before I didn't blend it enough and I did have a lot of coconut chunks in the pineapple Dole Whip. So next time I do that recipe, I'm going to make sure and blend it. But if you're using a can of coconut milk that hasn't been completely shaken well together, I would definitely recommend just running it through a blender to make sure it's nice and creamy. Okay, we're getting close to the end here, just a few more minutes to go. It's starting to look nice and icy. Usually in the last couple minutes, it turns from this to a thick, slushy, frozen dessert. But it also, this would be the time you would add any mix-ins, but today we're not gonna do that. But one thing that I think would be really good would be adding some of this vegan caramel sauce in there to make this like a caramel frozen coffee treat, or I don't know, anything else. Let me know in the comments what you would add to this.
Okay, so it just finished this cycle, and this is what it looks like right now. Now, this would be actually really delicious. You could actually probably drink this in a cup with a straw. So I think I actually want to do it a little longer. So we're just gonna hit the mix cycle and do like maybe a few more minutes and check back. But actually what I'm going to do first, I'm realizing the best thing to do would be to just scrape some of this off the bottom. So this is actually totally frozen as is. And let me decide. I'm not sure exactly. This is all such a fun experiment. If I should keep going. Let's see what it looks like when I use it with an ice cream scooper. I mean, this is frozen actually. I don't really necessarily need to keep going. Let's just turn it off. So I didn't really even, I basically ran for another 5 seconds. Ooh, let's check this out. Frozen cold brew coffee. Yum, look at that. Mmm. Okay, we're gonna have to taste it now. Yum. Let's taste it. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, it's so good. That cold brew concentrate's really delicious. Mmm. It's like a little icy because there's not a lot of fat in it. I mean, there's the coconut cream or milk, but maybe coconut cream would be even a better substitute than milk. Mmm. Oh, but this is satisfying, especially for summer. Like a delicious frozen coffee beverage. Basically 2 ingredients. If you want it even sweeter, you could add another 2 tablespoons more sugar. Maybe even try coconut cream instead of coconut milk, or even use heavy whipping cream. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this.